How many people brushed their teeth this morning? Don't raise your hand if you didn't, okay? Yeah, we all brushed our teeth this morning. And how many of you, here's a question, here's a poll question. How many of you squeezed from the bottom of the tube? How many people squeezed from the middle? How many people squeezed from the top? We hate you. Never squeeze from the top, because then we have to go back and fix the tube so that we can use it. Okay? We spend an inordinate amount of mind share on toothpaste every day, whether you realize it or not. Because what we do is we're almost always at the end of the tube. How long is a tube of toothpaste full? Not very long. It is so important to our lives that we've invented devices to get more toothpaste out of the tube, because we don't want to buy another tube of toothpaste. Where's the genius that taught us that buying another tube of toothpaste was a bad idea? This is what we do with our lives, and this is what we do in our companies all the time. We're trying to squeeze one more toothbrush load, and we get smaller and smaller dollops, because you get to the end of the tube, you don't need as much toothpaste, do you, right? You get smaller and smaller dollops until it's all gone, and one day you go out there and nothing else comes out. You squeeze, and there's nothing, and you're digging the toothbrush inside the lid there, trying to get a little bit on there so you feel like you brush. Yeah, you do this. I know you do this. We all do this. Why do we do this? It's just toothpaste, folks. And most of the things that we try and face in our lives and we don't achieve are just like this. So what is a wake-up call? So you would think that a wake-up call is the call to action, and I understand that. That was my first inclination, is that, oh, it's the call to action. It's what caused me to do things, except that toothpaste, it's a call to action every single day, and we ignore it. So it's not really a call to action, is it? Okay? A wake-up call is the thing that makes you accept the call. So the actual wake-up call in the tube of toothpaste story is when nothing else comes out anymore, and then it's too late. And you better have a spare tube available, or you're digging out those little travel tubes that are tucked away in your dresser drawer somewhere and trying to get some out of that. The wake-up call is the thing that makes you accept the obvious. One of the themes that I'm running through right now in the organizations I'm working with is I have a couple of clients who do what I call management by consensus. And their idea of management and making decisions is to get a bunch of people in the room and talk something to death until everybody finally agrees on the same outcome, and then they don't do anything with it because they're so worn out from talking about it, there's nothing left to do action with. So the action, the accomplishment was agreement. The accomplishment wasn't doing something. So you have to have dialogue followed by action, and the way to have dialogue followed by action is quit talking about it. We all have to acknowledge that change is hard. You have to do it anyway. Waiting for consensus is not going to get you a better outcome. Waiting for consensus is only going to get you consensus. Now, take that back to your personal life. If you're trying to figure out what your wake-up call is, don't wait for everybody around you to agree with you. Do something off the wall. Go back to school and get your MBA. Take up karate. Do something stupid like that. If everybody agrees with you, it's probably not a great idea. Well, 90% of all startups fail. What's a startup? A startup is a company who has not yet reached the potential of recurring revenue and recurring sales. They haven't made it yet. It's generally somewhere in the 3 to 5 year horizon. 90% of startups fail. Your clients aren't startups. They're survivors. 80% of startups fail in the first 18 months, which means that they never really see the light of day. That's a huge, huge failure rate. And the ones that do survive, 99% of them stick to the formula that got them to year 5. Why should they change anything? They have survived. They have the formula. It was painful. Their brethren are dying all around them. So why should we change? This is safe. This is good. And we do this with our careers, and we do this with our lives. And we miss the opportunity to recognize the things that will help us realize that we have a wake-up call.